All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Blake Adams. We're here for pretrial conferences this morning. We have Ms. Bonilla from the state via Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And we have Ms. Woodley and Ms. Armpriester from the Public Defender's Office, also via Zoom.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I do have a few people in the courtroom that we're going to take first. So when we call you up, if you could tell me your name, that would be helpful. Thank you. Tell me the last name again.
S-M-E-J-I.
All right, thank you. Could you keep your mask over your face? Thank you. All right, case number 20 CT 2160. You're here on a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked, second offense. That is a first-degree misdemeanor.
I got my license.
You did get your license? Do you have your license with you?
Judge, I'm going to check the status of his license right now.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Bonilla, just to let you know, I did review the driver's license. It does appear to be valid.
Yes, Judge. Judge, the state would like to announce a no pros.
All right, Mr. Mejias, thank you for getting your driver's license reinstated. The state has just dropped the charges against you and you're free to go. All right, have a good day. Good morning.
Marshall.
Thank you. All right, this is case number 20 CT 2321. You're here on a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked, second offense. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Did you happen to get your driver's license reinstated?
I took a 12-week counseling session.
Okay. All right. And then once that's completed, you think you'll have your driver's license? Okay. Are you requesting a continuance in order to obtain that? You said 12 weeks. Ms. Bonilla, any objection to continuing Mr. Marshall's case out 2 cycles so he can complete class and try to get his driver's license reinstated?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Marshall, we're going to continue your case to April 1st at 9 o'clock. That should be plenty of time to get that class completed and then get your driver's license reinstated. You agree?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So April 1st at 9 o'clock. We'll see you back then. All right. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Christian Scott from SCH.
Thank you. All right. This is case number 20MM1809. You're here on a charge of carrying a concealed weapon. That's first-degree misdemeanor. It's punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail. you understand that you have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, I would appoint one to represent you? All right, could you pull your mask over your nose? Thank you. Do you intend on proceeding without an attorney, hiring an attorney, or do you need one appointed?
I would be more appointed. I went to the public defender and they said that I paid too much. I make $300 a week currently with being in the winter season.
All right,
AC installer.
okay. Tell you what I want you to do. I want you to go down to the first floor where it says customer service. Tell them you need to fill out an application for the public defender. Go ahead and fill that out, turn that in, and then come back to the courtroom. Okay?
I'll do that, sir.
All right, let's do that now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll recall your case. Good morning.
Good morning.
Will you tell me your name?
Eddie Washington.
Thank you. This is case number 20MM1860. You're here on a charge of possession of marijuana under 20 grams. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. It's punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail. Do you understand that you have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, I would appoint one to represent you?
Yes.
Do you intend on proceeding without an attorney, hiring an attorney, or do you need one appointed?
I'm hiring an attorney.
Okay. Have you already spoken to one yet?
I've been speaking to a few.
Okay.
I haven't made any decisions yet, though.
All right. Are you requesting a continuance so that you can hire an attorney?
Yes, sir.
You think you can get one hired by February 25th?
I actually have court that day for a felony charge, February 25th. So I'll already be here that morning.
Okay. What kind of charge is that?
Domestic violence.
Okay. Give me one moment here. Okay, I see that case is with Judge Munich. And I don't see, you don't have an attorney for that case yet either.
No, I'm probably gonna hire the same attorney for both cases.
That makes sense. All right. Any objection, Ms. Bonilla, to continuing this to February 25th with a waiver?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock. I don't know what time your other case is set for. Let me look.
I have the NTA at my house. I believe it's somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, whichever one is first, go to it first, and then let the bailiffs know that you've also got court with me, okay? If you go to the other one.
That won't give me a bench warrant or anything.
No.
If I'm late or anything.
No.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Ned Bias.
Tell me the last name again.
Bias, B-U-E-Z.
Thank you. All right, this is case number 20MM700. So you're here on a one count of possession of marijuana, one count of possession of paraphernalia. Both of those are first-degree misdemeanors punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail on each case. It looks like you were in the diversion program.
Yes, John, but I still haven't finished anything. Been going through a really hard time.
Do you intend on proceeding without an attorney, hiring an attorney, or do you need one appointed?
I need one of them.
All right.
Please.
All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go down the first floor where it says customer service. Tell them you need to fill out an application for the public defender, complete that application, and then come back to the courtroom, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we'll recall your case.
First floor?
First floor. All right, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Will you tell me your name?
Angela Halpern.
All right, this is case number 20CT1850. You're here on a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked, second offense. I see you've handed a driver's license to my bailiff. That must mean you got your driver's license reinstated. Okay. Ms. Bonilla, I am reviewing Ms. Howenstein's driver's license. It appears to be valid.
Yes, Judge, I am checking to see if her license is valid now. Judge, the state would like to announce a no pros.
All right, Ms. Howenstein, thank you for getting your driver's license reinstated. Because you got it reinstated, the state has dropped the charges against you and you're free to go. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. All right, while we're waiting for a couple people to come back from the clerk's office, we'll go ahead and go to Zoom. Let me call on Mr. Miller first. Good morning. Mr. Miller, are you there?
Sorry about that, Judge. I had you on mute.
That's okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Landon Miller on behalf of Zachariah Smith, case number, pardon me, 20CT2078.
Okay.
Your Honor, I was retained this past Tuesday. I'm going to move to continue waive speedy trial. Your Honor, if I may, I know you're setting things in February. Do you have a date in March, or do you want to? Pleasure.
March 31st is the pretrial conference that's 2 cycles out.
Judge, may we put it on that date? That way I can get the discovery and get my client in and figure out what he wants to do.
Okay. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll go ahead and continue that to the private attorney pretrial conference, March 31st at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, let me go to the person whose screen name is Carrie S. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, can you tell me your name?
It's Caridad Santalla.
What's the last name again?
Santalla, Santalla.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You've got regional counsel as your attorney. Mr. Clark is not here yet, so we'll recall your case, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang tight with us.
Okay.
All right, let me go to the person whose screen name is Juan Solario.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
It's Juan Solorio.
All right, case number 20CT2197. Give me a moment to pull that up. All right, sir, you're here on a charge of, give me a moment to pull the information. On a charge of DUI with breath 0.15 or more. That is a misdemeanor offense punishable by a maximum sentence of 270 days in the county jail. Do you understand that you have the right to an attorney? And if you cannot afford one, I would appoint one to represent you.
I would like if you could appoint one to represent me, to be honest.
All right, I'll make a temporary appointment of the public defender.
Okay.
Ms. Woodley or Ms. Armpriester?
Your Honor, if at this time we could seek a continuance to the next available pretrial date, and if Mr. Solorio could fill out the application, then either myself or Ms. Woodley will be appointed to his case. I believe it would go to Miss Woodley. She has the S's.
Okay. All right. Mr. Solorio, we're going to continue your case to February 25th.
Okay.
At 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So what you need to do, let's see, you'll need to fill out an application. You can find one on the clerk's website, or you can come to the courthouse and go to the first floor where it says customer service.
Okay.
Make sure you get that application completed. That way the court can make a permanent appointment of the public defender to represent you, okay?
Okay.
And then stay in contact with the public defender's office before your next court date so that they can review the evidence with you.
Okay. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. February 25th.
Okay, let me go to the person whose screen name is iPhone.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, my name is Nancy Kirshner.
What was the last name again?
Kirshner, Kirchner.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, this is case number 20MM1652. First thing we need to do is address the motion for appointment of the public defender. Will you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, do you have any dependents?
No, sir.
Do you have any income at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and what is that income?
I work at Chili's.
Okay, so how much money do you make a week or a month?
Per month, I would say probably around $2,000.
Okay. Do you have any other income?
No, not right now.
Do you have any money in the bank?
Just a little bit, maybe like just under 500.
Do you have any other assets? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds?
Just debt.
Okay. All right. How much do you have in debt?
I would say probably about 15,000 now. I think when I did it, it was about 19, but I think that was inaccurate. So about 15 right now.
All right. And then what are your monthly expenses?
Oh, rent is 800. I just paid off my car. Car insurance is about 200.
Okay.
I have electricity and everything is probably about 150.
Okay.
I have a debt consolidation program. I'm paying like 150 for that, but I'm paying a little bit more so that I can get it paid off.
Okay.
I have another credit card payment. It's about $100 a month.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. All I can think of right now.
Cell phone?
Cell phone is $100 a month.
Food?
I would say probably 150 to 200 a month.
Gas?
40 a week. So 200 a month.
Health insurance?
None right now.
Okay. All right, looks like your monthly expenses equal or maybe a little bit more than your monthly income. All right, I'm going to make a finding that the defendant is indigent and qualifies for the public defender.
Appreciate you.
So I will make a permanent appointment of the public defender, Ms. Woodley or Ms. Armpriester.
Judge, being that this last name, I believe, did it start with a P or an S?
With a K.
Oh, okay. It probably will be mine. As soon as we have the order that comes through and we're able to open the case. If I may have the case number one more time, I'll reach out.
20-1652.
Okay. Judge, if we could continue to the next pretrial conference to allow to establish contact and a relationship with this client, we can go forward that way.
Would you like Ms. Kirchner's phone number?
Yes, I would. She's comfortable giving that on the record.
Yes. You ready?
Yes, go ahead.
239
Uh-huh.
821
Uh-huh.
7046.
Okay. Either myself or Miss Woodley will be in touch with you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, any objection to a continuance, Ms. Bonilla?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock. Ms. Kirchner, make sure to stay in contact with the Public Defender's Office before that date, okay?
Perfect. You said February 25th, right?
February 25th, yes.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Give me a moment here to finish this order. Okay, we have someone back in the courtroom. This is Mr. Baez, case number 20MM700. Did you complete an application? Did they determine that you qualify? Correct. All right. Do you see the application?
I do.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender since his application has been approved.
Judge, if we could go to the next pretrial, please. And if I may have Mr. Baez's contact info, I believe Ms. Woodley would be appointed to his case.
It should be me. B,
Put
right?
your,
As a boy.
phone number on the application. Okay. He's in. Did you put your email address on there too?
If it's on the application, then that's fine.
The phone number is. Is that sufficient?
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay. Any objection to a continuance, Ms. Bonilla?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. February 25th at 9 o'clock. Make sure to stay in contact with the Public Defender's Office before that court date. They're located on the 5th floor if you want to go up there today and get one of their cards. That way you have their contact information also. All right, thank you, sir. All right. Let me go to a person whose screen name is Thomas Young.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Sorry, I have two of me in here. My video wasn't working on my computer.
That's okay. All right, this is case number 20 CT 2326 with Ms. Armpriester.
I apologize, Your Honor. Which, I got the case number, but what was the last name?
Mr. Young, Thomas Young.
Yes, Judge. I've been speaking with, or I have a Bradley Young.
You also have a Thomas Young. You filed the notice of appearance yesterday.
Yes, I do, Judge. If we could have the next court date, I do see where I have Mr. Young's email address in here. If we could go to the February 25th pretrial date.
All right, any objection, Ms. Bonilla?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Young, we're going to continue your case to February 25th at 9 o'clock. Ms. Armpriester was filed her notice of appearance yesterday, so she should be getting discovery from the state soon. And make sure to stay in contact with her before that court date, okay?
Will do. It was
Mr. Young,
February.
can I have your cell phone number?
Yes, it is 703
Uh-huh.
870
Uh-huh.
5755.
Okay, I'm going to send you a message shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Young.
Have a good day.
Thank
You
you too. All right, we've got Mr. Shuck back in the courtroom, so we'll recall his case 20 MM 1809. Mr. Shuck, did you apply for the public defender?
Yes, sir, and I apologize about the time that they sent me for that down first.
Okay.
They said I would be approved this time.
Okay. Do you see the application in the file?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender.
If we could get a continuance to the February 25th court date, and if you can come up to the 5th floor to get our business card, I believe it's going to be my client, so we can ask for my name.
Okay. All right, that was Ms. Woodley. She's an attorney with the public defender's office. She's indicated that you'll probably be assigned to her. All right, any objection, Ms. Bonilla?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to continue your case to February 25th at 9 o'clock. If you want to go up to the 5th floor again to the public defender's office and get Ms. Woodley's card, that way you have her contact information. All right, thank you, Mr. Shuck. Have a good day. All right, let me go to Mr. Clark. Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
You do have at least one client in the Zoom hearing. It is Ms. Santaya. Case numbers 20MM82 and 20CT94.
Very good, Judge.
Go ahead, Mr. Clark.
Yeah, Judge, I actually was in touch with Ms. Santella's bail bondsman yesterday trying to get in contact with her. Her contact information is no longer valid, so I need to get a telephone number for her. As you may recall, Judge, you had indicated that this was the last continuance for Ms. Santella. She didn't appear the last time. The offers in these cases are diversion cases, and I think she knew that previous to me even being on the case, so I don't know if she's willing to sign up for those so that she can proceed with those particular that particular offer or not. So now that we have her, maybe we can ask her.
I'm willing to sign up for the diversion program. I've been misled with different information the last 3 times. I've been to court since the first time I was issued. I wasn't aware I had court the last time because I haven't missed not one court date. The first 2 times that I signed up for the diversion program, they weren't ready for me. Then they told me I didn't have to pay for it. Then they told me I did have to pay for it. So I've had about maybe 3 different public defenders. So I've had a lot of different information.
Okay. Well, let me, if you judge, if you don't mind, I'd clarify for her that she does have to pay for it. She has both cases, so she's gonna have to pay for one in each case. And if she gives me her contact information,
Okay.
I'd be happy to schedule an appointment with Mr. Cruz, and we can go in there and we can sign her up, and then we can get it off your docket.
Okay.
How's that sound, man?
Yes,
Okay.
I've actually been waiting to do this since the beginning.
Excellent. What's the number I can reach you at?
It's my 305-200-9138. I was having issues with AT&T yesterday with my phone, but you could also email me at csgd4305@gmail.com. Is there a phone number where I could contact you as well?
Can you say that again? C as in cat, S, G, D.
4305@gmail.com.
Okay, and you can reach me at area code 239 641 6335.
6355.
No.
Thank you so much.
No, 6335.
6355. Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you a call today, and then we can schedule that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
And Judge, if I could I please?
Hang on. Ms. Santalla,
Yes.
the last 4 digits of Mr. Clark's phone number are 6335.
I got it. 6335.
Okay.
Thank you.
Judge, with this, I apologize for taking your time to try to use that communication to communicate with her. Judge, I know you said it was the last continuance. Now that we actually have some contact information for her, I would request one last continuance for her to sign up for diversion.
All right. Any objection, Ms. Bonilla?
Judge, I just asked that this be the last continuance. Let it be a controlled date so that she can sign up for diversion. Judge.
That's fine.
All right. We'll continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock. We'll go ahead and mark it final continuance again.
Thank you for that understanding, Judge.
I understand. All right. Thank you, Ms. Santalla.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Judge, the next I have Ite Cisneros Castillo, 20MM971.
Okay.
Judge, I spoke with Ms. Cisneros Castillo yesterday. She is interested in the diversion program as well. She needs to raise the money, so she needs at least another week to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to sign up. So if we get the next pre-trial date, hopefully she will also be signed up and she'll fall off the docket.
All right. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. We'll go ahead and continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. Next one, I don't know if it's fallen off yet, but Michael Odolph Stokes, 19 CT 1669. We had filed our notice of conflict in that case, and I know your office has the order. I just don't know if it's crossed.
Yeah, I do see that Mr. Youngblood has been appointed on that.
Excellent. And then, Judge, finally, I have, it's a private case, Patrick Michael Flynn, 20MM1450. We filed our plea in absentia in the court file. I don't know if you'd be willing to take that today so that we can close that case.
Yes, let me just make sure it's in the court file. I do see it here.
Ms. Bonilla has reviewed it, signed it. So I think we're ready to go on that.
All right, and the terms on
the terms on a possession of paraphernalia, Judge, are an adjudication of guilt, pay court costs, pay the public defender application fee, and costs of prosecution.
All right, Ms. Bonilla, is that correct?
Yes, Judge, that is correct. The plea offer in this case.
All right.
And obviously, it's a plea of no contest, Judge.
I understand. All right, and I do see that Ms. Bonilla has signed did also, so I'm assuming that means she has no objection.
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Clark, will you stipulate to venue and a factual basis for the plea in absentia?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'll accept the plea in absentia, find it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently entered upon a factual basis and in the defendant's best interest, adjudicate guilty, impose all court costs, including public defender application fee and cost of prosecution, 90 days to pay.
Yes, please, Judge.
All right, 90 days to pay.
And I believe that's all I have on the docket, Judge.
All right, very good. Tommy, do you see any other cases for Mr. Clark?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's it, Mr. Clark. Thank you so much.
May I be excused, Judge?
You may.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bonilla.
Thank you. Have a great morning.
You too.
Okay, let me go to the person whose screen name, I believe it's Stephanie Violet.
Your Honor, that's my client, Mr. Stefan. I believe it's Violet. Could be wrong.
It's Viola. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I apologize for that.
No problem.
Judge, Mr. Violet is still working on getting his valid driver's license, even though there is a minimum mandatory, I believe, on this. He's still trying to work on getting his license. If we could continue to the 2/25 date.
For the record, this is 20 CT 1117. All right, any objection, Ms. Bonilla?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, well, Mr. Violet, we'll continue your case to February 25th at 9 o'clock. Try to get as much as you can done to getting that driver's license reinstated, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Please
All right,
call
thank
me,
you.
Stefan.
I will.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let me go to person whose screen name is Daniel Garcia.
Hello?
Hello, is this
How's it
Daniel
going?
Garcia?
Yes.
All right, this is case number 20 CT 2149 with Ms. Armpriester.
Judge, I represent Mr. Garcia. I'm so glad he's on the call. My understanding is that he was in custody in DJJ, if we could inquire.
Mr. Garcia?
Hello?
Yes. Are you currently at DJJ?
No.
Okay, you're out of custody?
Yeah.
Judge, if I could have a continuance to the 2/25 date and get Mr. Garcia's contact information on the record, please.
Mr. Garcia, could you provide Ms. Armpriester with your phone number and email address?
Okay. My phone number is 239-784-8853.
Okay, what's your email?
My email is dg7033114@gmail.com.
So DG, like your initials, 703314@gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll be in touch with you, sir. Thank you. Judge,
Okay.
if the state doesn't object, if we could have the 2/25 date.
Any objection, Ms. Bonilla?
Judge, no objection. Ms. Armpriester, will you be waiving speedy?
At this point, I don't think speedy's an issue. So I'd elect not to at this point, but I also am not in a position to demand speedy.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the person whose screen name is a telephone number 1-239-234-3617.
Hello?
Hi, can you tell me your name?
Hello?
Yes, can you tell
Nicole
me your
Norman.
I'm sorry.
Nicole Norman.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Judge, I represent Miss Norman.
Case number.
I'm pulling it up now.
Judge, the case number is 20 CT 1496.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge. And Miss Norman is working on getting her license. She continues to make payments. I know that she is asking the court for another continuance based on her current situation. She's pregnant, leaving a unhealthy relationship and trying to get on her feet.
So are you requesting a continuance?
Yes.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Norman, we're going to continue your case to February 25th at 9 o'clock. Try to get as much done as you can to try to get that license reinstated, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Norman.
Have a good day.
You too. Okay. Ms. Armpriester or Ms. Woodley?
Starting with the top of the docket, Pedro Acosta Castillo, 20MM 1017. If I can get a continuance on this, I am going to be writing I expect to have a stand your ground motion filed by the next court date on February 25th.
All right, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Jaron Barlett, he has two cases, 20MM 1021 and 20MM 1022. This was a plain absentia, and I do have the paperwork and fingerprints. If I could maybe at the end of the docket come down to the courtroom and give this to you?
Nope.
No? Or if we could set this for a plea date and then I'll bring it at the plea date?
Or you could file it. You want to go to January 29th? You'll
That
probably
works.
get to the courtroom that day anyway. All right, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Is that on both cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll continue both cases to January 29th at 9 o'clock for a plea in absentia.
Next would be Yolanda Bowles in 20 CT 1708. This is a driving case where she's trying to get a hardship license. But Ms. Benia, if she does get a hardship license, would this put her in a better situation as far as potentially amending the offer to a no valid DL?
If your client is able to fix her driver's license, I am willing to amend it to a no valid.
What about a hardship?
No, not at this time, based on the driving record and history, Ms. Woodley.
Well, if she's unable to get a license but can get a hardship, that's all she can do.
At this time, it's not sufficient. It doesn't mean that she's fixed her driver's license, even if she obtains a hardship license. But please send me an email. I have no objection to you continuing this so that we can work on resolving it. But as it stands right now, if she's able to fix it, I'm willing to amend it. If not, the current plea offer stands.
Can I interject here?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Benia, the driving record is in the court file. So if you look at the driving record, you'll be able to see that she cannot obtain a driver's license.
Sorry, Judge.
And so if all she can get is a hardship license, I don't understand why that wouldn't be sufficient, because if if she can't get a driver's license and she's adjudicated guilty, then that's going to cause her to not be able to obtain a license even longer. So I don't want any comments. I'm just throwing that out there. So, Ms. Woodley, are you requesting a continuance?
Yes, I am.
All right.
To the February 25th date.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Ms. Woodley, just send me an email and we can work it out.
All right,
All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
February 25th at 9 o'clock.
And next would be Carlo Charlotte in 20MM1331. I did just recently file a motion to suppress in this case, and hearing was set for February 10th. So if I can get a continuance on this until February 25th, so that motion can be heard.
Why don't we just continue it to February 10th?
That works.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll continue it to February 10th at 9 o'clock. We'll address the pretrial after the hearing.
All right. Daniel Jordovic in 20CT2288. I did file a additional discovery request for the dash camera, so I am still waiting on that. And Ms. Binia, if you can send me an offer in that case as well. So if I can get a continuance to February 25th for those two reasons for the dash camera that I need and an offer.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
And then Miller DUME has two cases, 20CT841 and 20MM666. In his driving case, there are court fines he's working to pay off. If I can get a continuance in that case to the February 25th date. And in 20MM666, I do need an offer, and I filed an ADR request for the dash camera in that one as well.
All right, any objection to continuing both cases?
No objection, Your Honor. Ms. Woodley, I will have everything to you. I thought I had already disclosed it, but I will have everything to you by the end of today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we'll continue both cases to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
All right, next would be Brian Jackson, 20MM1424. If you could have, this is, I discussed this with Ms. Binia already. He's having a hard time getting the community service hours. We've reached a negotiated plea where he's going to do some community service hours beforehand, but no one has been accepting him with the pandemic going on. So if I can get one last continuance, Mr. Stewart was nice enough to reach out to probation to try to help me line up something for him.
I was going to say, why don't you might contact the probation office to find out where he might be able to do those community service hours.
That's what we did, and we were originally told that since he wasn't on probation, they wouldn't help, but Mr. Stewart then emailed Lance, I believe.
Okay. Any objection to a continuance?
No, Judge, no objection.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Joseph Lehman, 19CT1849. We are ready for trial.
Give me a moment here. All right, I'm sorry, Ms. Woodley. Which case are we on?
This is 19CT1849 for Joseph Lehman. We're ready for trial.
All right, state ready.
Judge, the state is ready to proceed to trial.
All right, we'll go ahead and set it on the calendar call docket for February 1st at 9 o'clock. Trial on February 2nd at 9 o'clock. Is your client out of custody?
He is out of custody.
Okay, So we'll do oldest in custody cases first, and then oldest out of custody.
Understood.
So this one is pretty old.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, next would be Alex Lopez, 20MM1237. I don't have any representation.
I'm sorry?
I don't have any representation. I don't have a valid contact phone number for him. Let's see how many, looks like he's been up. If I can get one last continuance on this.
Well, and what would be the purpose of the continuance?
Well, to try to get my investigator to try to find him.
Didn't you request that last time?
I may have.
Listed no address and no phone number on his application for indigent status. His notice to appear that was issued by the law enforcement officer indicates that he's homeless and unemployed. Maybe we should set this for a status and require his appearance. Ms. Bonilla, what's your position?
Your Honor, I agree with the court.
All right, let's set it for January 29th at 9 o'clock, defendant's presence required.
All right.
Can you repeat the date one more time, Your Honor?
January 29th at 9 o'clock.
Next would be Edgar Lopez in 20MM1877. If I can get a continuance on this, I do need to discuss a potential motion to suppress with my client.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
Tommy, for some reason, it's not showing Ms. Woodley, even though she filed a notice of appearance. It's showing just the public defender. Looks like the notice was filed on November 19th. Okay, very good. All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Scott Lucas, 20MM1128. We're ready for trial.
State ready?
Judge, the state is ready to proceed to trial.
All right, calendar call, February 1st at 9 o'clock, trial February 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Christopher Rodriguez, 20CT1825. If I can get a continuance on this, he's having some medical problems right now that are going on. If I can get a continuance to the February 25th date.
Any objection?
What was the last name again?
Rodriguez.
Christopher?
Yes.
No objection to a continuance, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
And then Ivani Rojas Garcel in 20MM1067. He would like to resolve his case if I can have a plea date for him to come in person. He doesn't want to do a plea in absentia, even though he is in Tampa. He wants to come down in person.
I'm going to do January 29th.
Is there anything later just because so I can give him a little bit more time since he does have a drive?
February 23rd.
So 23rd, perfect. Thank you.
This is Leavanis Rojas Garcel, 20MM1067. Any objection, Ms. Bonilla, for continuing this to February 23rd at 9 o'clock for a plea?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 23rd at 9 o'clock for a plea.
Thank you. Next would be Sarah Ryan, 20CT2113. She does have a valid driver's license as of today. And I emailed Ms. Bonilla, I did email the driver's license check to you.
One moment, I apologize. Judge, the state would like to announce a no pros.
All right, 20CT2113, state has announced a no pros.
All right, thank you. Next would be Jarrett Smith in 20CT777. We are ready for trial.
State ready?
Judge, the state is ready to proceed to trial.
All right, February 1st for calendar call, February 2nd for trial.
Next would be Brett Spalding, 20MM1172. If I could have a plea date for this case, I guess we could do February, I'm sorry, you had two plea dates. It was February 29th was one, and then what was the second date?
January 29th.
Oh, January 29th. That should be fine. He's
There
local.
will be a plea in person.
In person.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set it for January 29th at 9 o'clock for a plea.
Thank you. And then Susan Struck in 20MM532. If I can get a continuance on this case, looks like it's our first time up since being kicked out of diversion.
So you need an opportunity to speak to her.
I do.
Any objection?
No objection to a continuance, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Kenneth Tinksley, 20CT271. I'm still trying to get medical records from out of state that I've not been able to obtain. If I can get one final continuance on this, I should be able to have enough time.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. I just ask that this be the last continuance. This case will be approaching a year. So I'm just asking that this be the last continuance granted by the court.
All right. We'll continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock, final continuance.
Tom Tredis, 20MM1230. He was being screened for mental health court. So I believe he was just screened this past week. If I can get a continuance for the application process into mental health court.
Looks like he was already screened for competency.
Yes, he was found competent. Then we put in an application for him to go into a specialty court for mental health court, and then he had a screening for mental health court, which just took place last week.
Okay. So he's already been approved for mental health court? I'm sorry?
Yes.
And do you know when his plea date is set for?
I do not.
All right. Any objection to continuing it to the next pretrial?
No, Judge, no objection.
All right. Let's continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
And then last is Timothy Unstfer in 19MM1933. Now this case is old, but I'm going to ask for the last continuance for him to sign up for diversion. He works a lot of hours, and every time he's called to sign up for diversion, there has been some kind of phone tag with Mr. Cruz. And he showed up this morning and went directly down there to see if he can get an appointment this morning. I'm not sure if he was able to see him this morning, but he still is interested in diversion if Ms. Binney is willing to keep that open.
Ms. Bonilla.
Judge, I am going to ask that this be the final continuance. This case is we're approaching 2 years. By the next court date, please order that the defendant sign up for diversion.
Well, you can always revoke that option.
Yes, Your Honor. If the defendant does not sign up for diversion by the next court date, the state will revoke its offer of diversion.
Understood.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock, final continuance.
And that is all my clients I'm seeing for this morning. If I could be excused.
All right, thank you, Ms. Woodley. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great, Ms. Armpriester.
Yes, Judge, if I could just start at the top.
Cool, go ahead.
Hector Luis Fontes Alvarado, 20MM685. Your Honor, an additional discovery request was recently filed. Excuse me. If I could have the 2/25 date, please.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, next is Jose Luis Garcia, 20 CT 917. Your Honor, he's in custody. And there is a bit of a language issue. I'm trying to schedule a mom interpreter to see if that's his dialect. I've tried 2 Spanish interpreters. It's 50-50.
All right, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
I believe we've already covered Mr. Daniel Garcia, 20 CT
Correct.
2149. Yes, okay. Angelo Gutierrez, 20 CT 1514. Your Honor, I've spoken with my client. We're trying to work on a different offer for this matter. If we could have the 2/25 date, please.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock. Looks like we
Next.
may have skipped one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Antonio Mendez Garza Hernandez, 201914.
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies. This looks like I was recently appointed within the last 5 days. If I could have a continuance to the 2/25 date, my client is sending me his medical marijuana card.
All right, any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Madam State, as soon as I have that, I will send it to you.
Thank you.
Next is Dee Dee Habedank, 20MM622. Judge, I'm working on getting her the plea in absentia paperwork. It's my first one in this county in a while. So I'm working on getting all that taken care of, but I think hopefully by our next date that can be completed.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Timothy Hayes, 20 CT 1409. Your Honor, I recently filed an additional discovery request if we could have the 2/25 date.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Judge, next is Mr. Lee Edward Hill, 20 CT 1363, as well as 20 CT 2156. He is in custody. Judge, I do believe that the state has sent me a global offer. However, every time I try to visit with Mr. Hill, he does not come to the phone. So I don't know if he has a different work schedule. I'm trying to figure that out. So if I could have the next date, but I will probably set this on a 2/15 date once I'm able.
The offer, would the offer allow him to get out of custody?
It would, Judge. The only thing is I need to speak to him about a potential motion to suppress, as well as if he has any other holds. I don't see any, just these two cases. And I believe I only have an offer on the 1363.
Ms. Bonilla?
Judge, I have no objection to a continuance. Ms. Armpriester, I will send out the plea offer for the new case. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think, now that I'm looking at both cases now, I don't think he has any other pending cases.
In thinking this out loud, Judge, I'm wondering if it's possible to continue this to the 2/15 docket today, because I'm covering, and if Ms. Bonilla sends me an offer that would get him out of custody today, we might be able to resolve it.
All right. Ms. Bonilla, do you think you could provide Ms. Armpriester with a global offer before 2/15 today?
Yes, Judge, I am sending it to her now.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and set it on the 2/15 docket for this afternoon. Both cases.
Okay. Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Next is Joshua Hinman, 20 MM 1985. Judge, if I could continue this, I was newly appointed.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Jeffrey Allen Matter, 20 CT 1952. Your Honor, we'd like to continue this as he's working on his valid license. He only has the substance abuse classes left.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock. And it looks like we may have skipped one.
Uh-oh.
Miguel Roy Martinez, you're appointed in one case, 20 CT 2372. And then he has another case that's 20 CT 2358. Give me a moment here. Is he in custody? Do we know? Do you have a custody list? Mary, do you know one? Last name Martinez, first name Miguel. Are you able to tell if he's in custody?
It's not showing on the docket.
Okay.
But he's in custody.
All right. That's okay. I don't think he's in custody. It looks like he got a notice and then he bonded on the other one. So
2358 doesn't look like he applied for the public defender at all. See that he did apply. They're both on the one application. Let me fix that.
okay. All right. I'll go ahead and make a temporary appointment then of the public defender in case number 20 CT 2358. In that case, Ms. Armpriester, we're here. It appears for arraignment.
Judge, for arraignment, I would enter a plea of not guilty and request a separate pretrial, please.
All right. We'll go ahead
May
and
I get that case number again?
Yes, it's 20 CT 2358, and we're copying the application for indigency status into that case number also.
Thank you.
So for both cases, Your Honor, we're setting to the next pretrial.
Any objection?
No objection.
For both cases, Ms. Armpriester?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, we'll continue both cases to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Did we confirm that he is in custody?
He is not in custody
Not in custody. Okay.
that we can see. I didn't have them check with the jail, but it doesn't appear that he is.
Okay, so then that takes us to Humberto Morales. Judge, if we,
CT 1321.
yes, I'm sorry. Judge, if we could leave this in trial posture.
So are you announcing ready for trial?
Do we know if,
Currently, I'm scheduled for trials the first week in February.
yes, the defense will be ready for trial. The defense is ready for trial.
All right, state ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set it for calendar call on February 1st at 9 o'clock, trial February 2nd.
Next is Ivan Moreno Mendoza, 20 CT 878. Your Honor, I recently got the contact information for Mr. Moreno Mendoza. If we could go to the next date.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Joshua Craig Morris, 20 1920. Judge, he has a pending felony VOP. If we could continue this to the next date.
Is it based on this offense?
I believe it is, Judge, but also I've been having trouble meeting with him in the jail because there's two Joshua Morrises and their inmate IDs have been mixed up. And I happen to represent them both, so I know the difference. So I just need to meet with him, and I'm hoping to coordinate a visit with myself and APD White. So if we could have the 2/25 date.
All right, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Kimber Mullins, 20 24. Judge, we'd like to set this for a plea. If we could have a date within the next week or so. Her daughter has kidney issues, so she can schedule anything around her daughter's doctor appointments.
We did mark this as final continuance last time.
Yes, Judge, and we're looking to resolve it. I've spoken with Ms. Kimber.
Resolve it with a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
In person?
Yes.
You want to set it for a plea?
Yes, I do.
January 29th?
Sure, that should work.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor, from the state.
All right, January 29th at 9 o'clock for a plea.
Next is Jeffrey Joseph Nickel, 20 1479. Judge, I've not been able to establish contact since early December with Mr. Nickel. I can't make any other representations to the court.
State, you want to set it for a status and require the defendant's appearance?
Yes, Judge.
All right, we'll set it for January 29th at 9 o'clock for a status, defendant's presence required.
Is that in person or is even a Zoom appearance okay?
If he appears via Zoom, that's fine.
Okay.
This is the 29th date, right, Your Honor?
Correct.
We've already handled Miss Norman. Next is Carlos Alberto Palacios, 20 CT 2134. Judge, I've not been able to establish contact. I do have my investigator looking into that. I'm not sure if the state wants to set this for a status or allow me to have another continuance. This case is from November. It's not super old.
Any objection to a continuance?
No objection, Your Honor, for a continuance.
All right, we'll continue it to February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Paul Caston, 20 1567. Similar situation, Judge. I have my investigator looking to help me locate Mr. Caston. This case, arraignment, I handled the arraignment on December 18th, so not a terribly old case either.
All right, looks like he just applied for your services
Yes.
within the last month. Any objection to a continuance?
No, Judge.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Judge, next is Mr. Michael White Pearson, 20 945. I want to have a continuance to the date of the 25th, but I'm working with him. He's out of state to do a plea in absentia. I just don't want to mess it up. So I'm not sure if the bench and the state would object to the 25th as a control date for a status on the plea in absentia.
Ms. Bonilla.
Judge, I have no objection.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next, I have Eimer Felix Perez Morales, 20 CT 1135. Judge, I've been trying to locate this client to let him know that he was diversion eligible. I've not been able to reach him. I have had investigations working with him. This case goes back as far as the summer. I believe Miss Rosler was appointed in August.
Sorry, Ms. Armpriester, did you say that your client was eligible for diversion?
At some point, I believe he was, but I've not been able to have contact with him. I know the offer now is for a withhold. I've just not been able to speak to him at all.
Wait, which case are we?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ms. Armpriester, but this client, is this Perez Morales case number 20 CT 1135?
Yeah.
Your client's being charged with driving under the influence. Per statute, diversion is not an available offer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had it as a reckless. My apologies.
Right.
Please send me an email, but I have no objection to a continuance, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Miss Popel, 20 1880. Your Honor, this is a new appointment. If I could have 225.
Right, I believe the case is 1808.
All right, 20 1808, yes.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor, from the state.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
Next is Miss Marisol Valdez, 20 CT 1481. Judge, we're looking to continue this matter. I do believe she is working on getting her license, and I need to speak with her attorney on what was, I believe, an ERC case.
All right, any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock.
We already covered Mr. Violette. Next is Matthew Michael Williams. If I could just have a brief moment.
Okay, 20 353.
Judge, if we could set this matter for an in-person plea date.
January 29th.
Fine.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right, January 29th at 9 o'clock for a plea.
And then next is Justin Billy Wimmer, 20 953. Judge, if we could announce ready for trial.
All right, state ready?
Judge, the state is ready to proceed to trial.
All right, February 1st calendar call, February 2nd trial, 9 o'clock, both days.
Brief moment. And then next is Mr. Bradley D. Young. If we could have a continuance on this matter, Judge, I've reached out to the state with a counteroffer.
Any objection?
Sorry, Judge, one moment. I'm looking at the case now.
All right, 20 MM 1687.
No objection, Your Honor.
And Madam State, if you don't object to my counter offer, I can set this for the 29th, as long as I have notice.
Sure, I do not have email from you regarding a counter offer. Could you please resend that?
Yeah, sure. I sent it that we're just asking for, maybe if we could handle it now, it is our last one. The offers for 12 months of probation, early term at 8, we're asking for 6, early term at 3. It's a financial issue.
Okay, I would just like it in writing. I have the plea offer in front of me, but I don't see where you did send that email. So please send it to me and I can promptly respond.
Sure.
All right, so where do you want to set this, Ms. Armpriester?
If the state is willing to allow us to do 6 months of probation with the potential to early term at 3, we'd be happy to set for a plea now.
It doesn't sound like we have a meeting of the minds yet.
So then 225 at 9 a.m.
Any objection?
No objection to setting this for another pretrial conference, Your Honor.
All right, February 25th at 9 o'clock. And I believe that completes Ms. Armpriester's cases.
May be excused, Your Honor.
If you could just hang on briefly in case I've got.
May I just take a 3-minute comfort break and then I'll come right back onto the call for as long as you need?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you.
Right. Ms. Bonilla, let's cover Michael Stokes, 19 CT 1669. That was the case that regional counsel was appointed to. I filed an order, I think yesterday, granting regional counsel's withdrawal and appointing private attorney Mr. Youngblood. So he may not even know he's appointed yet. And even if he does and for some reason can't be here, although I've not heard from him, then he probably would be requesting a continuance since he was just appointed yesterday. Any objection to us continuing it?
No, Judge, based on the him getting a new attorney, I have no objection.
All right, let's go ahead and continue that case to February 24th at 9 o'clock. All right. All right. We have Mr. Counts joining us. His audio has not connected yet. And actually, he may be frozen. Looks like he logged off. Oh, wait, he might be back.
Jonathan?
Mr. Counts, are you there? Mr.
Yes,
Counts?
sir. I hear you. I don't see the host is asking to start your video. Start my video. Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right. You're here.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's okay. You're here on case number 20MM1295. Let me pull that case up. All right. You're here on a charge of petty theft, 2 or more. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. That's punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail. Mr. Counts, I see you're here without an attorney. Do you understand that you have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, I would appoint one to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor. That's what I was trying to see. I was trying to get an attorney, but it was going to cost me a lot of money that I was not able to afford. I figured that I would talk to you when I went into court. I thought it was on the 23rd, and I realized that would be Saturday. That's why I'm calling you from work. Are you able to appoint me an attorney, or how do I go about doing that?
So I can make a temporary appointment today. You would then need to complete an application to have a permanent appointed attorney. Ms. Armpriest, are you still with us?
Yes, Judge. If this individual is able to fill out the application either online or in person, I believe he would go to Ms. Woodley, but he can also come to the 5th floor, get our card, and go from there.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and make a temporary appointment. So, Mr. Counts, you can find the application on the clerk's website, or if you have the ability to come to the courthouse and go to the customer service window, you would be able to complete that application there as well. And then,
okay, now if I went, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The application is online. The application you said is online right now?
Yes, it's on the clerk of court's website.
It would just say applicant. I'll try to find it on there, and if I can't find it on there, I go to the 5th floor. Clerk of court. Is that what you said?
No, it'd be the 1st floor. 1st floor where it says customer service.
1st floor.
Then you can just tell them that you need to apply.
Okay. What do I need to do as of right now?
All right. Ms. Armpriester, are you requesting a continuance?
Yes, Judge. If we could go to the 25th of February and have Mr. Counts contact Ms. Woodley, I can give him our direct line. That would be the request of the defense at this time.
All right. Ms. Bonilla, do you have any objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Counts, we're going to continue your case to February 25th at 9 o'clock. Make sure you've got that application filled out and turned in to the clerk before then. That way you'll have a permanent appointment of the public defender by then. Are you still with us? Mr. Counts?
There?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the 25th of February, 9 a.m.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
I need a number for Miss Woodley, she said, or no?
Ms. Armpriester, you want to give him Ms. Woodley's phone number?
Sure. It's 239-252.
Okay. 52.
8397.
Okay. 397.
Ask for Justina Woodley.
I think we lost him. Oh, there we go. Mr. Counts.
I keep losing you, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's okay.
For some reason, it keeps going.
That's all right. Did you get all that information?
I got all the information, and I'm going to get it started right now, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, Mr. Counts.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day now. I appreciate the call.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye. God. Si no iba a ir a llamar a este cabrón, güey.
Okay. All right, let's go. And Ms. Armpriester, I'm sorry if you could just hang on the line in case we get another last minute. All right, let's go to Jonathan Castro, 2 cases, 20 CT 2295 and 20 MM 1907. Let me pull those up.
Sorry, Judge, can I get the case number one more time or the last name?
Jonathan Castro, 20 CT 2295 and 20 MM 1907. Looks like is he in custody? Are you showing? Let me just check. Looks like he might be in custody. No, not in custody. Looks like his case was just, the CT case was just assigned to me in December at arraignment. Where he was present. Any objection to continuing both cases to try to give him an opportunity to appear?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, let's continue both cases to February 25th at 9 o'clock. All right, next is Saddam Cesar, 20 MM 1983. Looks like Mr. Cesar is in custody. Let's go ahead and Ms. Bonilla, any objection to moving that case to 2:15?
Today, Your Honor?
Yes, today at 2:15.
No objection, Your Honor.
All
I'm
right.
just not sure if I have a plea offer for the related, the other case he's in jail for, which is 21 CT 6A.
That's a 21 what?
The new case, Your Honor, is 21 CT 6A.
That's okay. That case is set for arraignment February 4th, so we won't worry about that one. We're just going to have him appear on 20 MM 1983 at 2:15. I will note that we will hear his motion for appointment of the public defender at that time.
No problem, Your Honor. Mr. Stewart will be appearing on, he'll be appearing for 24s and 2:15, please.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Armpriester, you may get appointed on that one.
I'll be there.
Okay. All right, next case is Daniel Pereno Gonzalez, 20 CT 1630.
Sorry, Judge, can you restate that case number?
20 CT 1630. And it appears he's in custody also. Any objection to continuing it to 2:15?
No, Judge, no objection. Would
All
you
right.
like the case number, Judge, that will also be assigned to you?
No, because I'm sure it's set for arraignment. So let's just address this case. All right, so we'll continue this case to 2:15. And next is Christian Cole Shuck, 20 M. We did that one? Oh yeah, he's the one we appointed public defender. All right, I think that's it. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Ms. Armpriester. Thank you, Ms. Bonilla. Anything else to come before the court?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you both. We'll see you tomorrow, or I'll
Yes,
see
Your
you.
Honor.